Hi Jack, I'm John Badowski. I told Maria Huchterk that I would send you a video just showing you a little bit about who I am, introduce myself to you, and explain a little bit about how I got involved with Own the Room and where I'm going from here. You should have received also a cover letter from me explaining a lot of this, but also some material that I wrote based on some preliminary information I received from Own the Room about an executive presence course that I've been thinking about designing. And what I really came down to was, and I wanted to explain a little bit about what I mean by executive presence. What I mean by it is really a way of carrying yourself physically, a way of carrying yourself emotionally, mentally. So it's a neurophysiological state that is attractive to others. And it creates attention. It makes people want to be with you, makes people want to hear what you have to say, and it makes people want to listen to you and want to take direction from you. And it's sort of that indescribable, undefinable quality that most often I've heard referred to as the it factor. And what I've heard most often about it is that it's something that people can't explain, that they know it when they see it, and that by implication then you either have it or you don't, or you can teach it, or either but then you can't teach it. You can't instruct someone else and have them leaving a program experiencing themselves and having others experience them having executive presence. And I really take issue with that, because I think that just about any behavior, that presence is a behavior. It's a constellation of behaviors. Some of it is generated internally, some of it will be generated externally through what you do with your body, but most of it is done on a behavioral, volitional level, and it becomes a level of habit, right? So executive presence is really, again, a constellation of behaviors that can be taught and learned just like we learn how to do anything else. And if we can't teach people, if we cannot have people leaving a program being leaders, that is, having access to the source of what makes for effective leadership, and have them experience executive presence as their natural self-expression, in other words, is who they are, then we haven't done our jobs. And just about anything, I think, can be taught if you know how to teach, right? If you can teach people right, and not everyone's going to learn at the same rate, but each person can enhance their personal presence, their executive presence. And what I mean by executive presence, I mean a sort of charismatic ability to attract attention, attract favorable attention, that people stop and want to hear what you have to say, people who look forward to having to deal with you, talk with you. So you show up at someone's office and they say, hold my calls, I want to talk to this person, because they know that whatever interaction they're going to have, they're going to benefit from it. It's going to be fun, sure, but it's also going to be somewhat stimulating. And what I mean by executive presence is that I, a few years ago, tried to, I tried to take this view of every interaction that I have with other people. And with every interaction I have, I want other people to leave that interaction better off than when they started. And I want them to see me as someone who's advancing, who is moving up, who's doing things, who's involved in things, who's up to big things. And I want them to want to know more about that. And I want them to want to come along with me. Either they want to join me or they want to help me in some way achieve my goals, because they know that if they help me or they continue to interact with me, they are also going to receive, they're also going to advance. So when I say leaving people better off, I mean when they walk away, they should feel better about themselves, they should feel better about their opportunities, they should be somewhat inspired, motivated, maybe touched, moved, to some degree. They should have something open up for them that didn't seem possible before, that is possible now. And that will make them want to spend more time with me, okay, and want to interact with me more, and want to hear more about what I'm into or how I can help them. And again, each person wants more life, wants more self-expression, wants more money, health, friendships, romantic relationships. They want more. They want more, and what I mean by more, I mean they want more quantity, and they also want better quality. And so if I can give people that experience in being with me, then if they're not used to having that experience in their everyday lives, and I can leave them with that feeling that they could then associate with me, then I created what I think is almost a foolproof way of generating executive presence or charisma. Is people will always say, I want to spend time with you because you make me feel better about myself. We all know people that we've spent time with that we leave the interaction feeling like they feel better about themselves, but we somehow feel worse as a result of them feeling better. It's like a psychological vampirism where they kind of suck the energy out of you. And that experience is visceral. You can feel it, and it's real. And it causes you not to want to spend more time with that person. And we also know that there are people that we're with that we always feel good when we're with them. Either they make us laugh, or they make us feel good about themselves. If they're funny, usually they're funny in a way that is self-deprecating, or they are involving us in the humor in some way that's not at our expense. And we end up feeling good because we enjoy the stories, or the stories somehow have a meaning that we can take to our lives and make us feel better about what we're doing now and our possibilities for the future. So what I am in the process of doing is trying to see if I can design an executive presence program that actually gets at the source of what leaves participants walking out of a program being charismatic, being effective leaders, and having them experience that themselves as a natural self-expression. That is who they are. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to, and they may have to practice, but it's becomes a way of being rather than sort of a technique or a tactic that they have to think about applying. So that's what I'm after with the program, and I hope that you find some value in the material that I've left for you or that I've sent to you, and that we can do some business together, that I can help own the room and continue to deliver programs and get better and better at delivering the modules, at delivering the core programs that are already offered, because I think that will be the source for me to continue to develop myself to be the kind of person naturally that I want to be, and that I hope I'm on the way to becoming. So Jack, I wish you the best of luck in continuing to work as the CEO of Own the Room. I appreciate your commitment to excellence and the direction you're taking the company in terms of its level of putting something at stake at the level that you're approaching the communications training business, not as a McDonald's sort of a fast food thing, but as an in-depth, really state-of-the-art gold standard or platinum standard of executive presentation skills or business presentation skills and communication. So again, thank you, Jack, and I look forward to meeting you in person, and hopefully we can see each other very soon. Thank you.